Hello and welcome to the Intermittent Fasting Gems with Jen podcast. I'm your host, Jen, a middle-aged Michigan mama, wife, and teacher who in 2021 stumbled upon this crazy cool thing called intermittent fasting. And before I knew it, I'd lost 46 pounds in 4 months and gained an incredible lifestyle filled with complete food freedom. If you're hungry for unique, no-nonsense fasting tips that actually work, you're in the right place. So whether you're walking the dog, folding that last load of laundry, or cruising to your 9 to 5, let's start fasting our way to freedom together. Hey there, fasting friends. I'm back. Welcome to episode number 72 already. Wow, time sure does fly by. Speaking of time flying by, my sweet baby grandson turned 1 just the other day. Oh my goodness, how do we get time to slow down? Anyways, thanks so much for being here with me today. I appreciate it so much. I'm curious. Have you ever wondered, can I really eat fruit and still lose weight with intermittent fasting? If you answered yes, then this is the episode for you because today we are talking about the 9 best fruits for weight loss, plus some easy, yummy recipe ideas that will help you satisfy your sweet tooth without sabotaging your results. All right, let's clear something up right away. Fruit is not the enemy. Yes, fruit has natural sugar, but it also comes with massive doses of fiber, water, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, and that combo is completely different from eating cookies and candy or soda. Here's why fruit can be so helpful for healthy weight loss. Number 1, fiber helps you feel full, slows digestion, and keeps you from raiding the pantry an hour later. Number 2, water in fruit adds volume without adding tons of extra calories. And number 3, natural sweetness means you can calm sugar cravings in a much healthier way. So instead of trying to white knuckle your way past cravings, we're going to put fruit to work for you. All right, first up is a fruit a lot of people forget is actually a fruit, and that is the avocado. Avocados are higher in calories than most fruits, but those calories are doing serious work because they're packed with healthy monosaturated fats that help keep you full and stabilize blood sugar. They are packed with fiber that supports digestion and appetite control, and vitamin E and other nutrients that support overall health. A little bit of avocado goes a very long way. Think half an avocado sliced on eggs, mashed on high protein toast, or cubed on top of a big salad in your eating window. It's a great way to add creaminess and satisfaction without turning to mayo or heavy processed dressings. One of my favorite ways to use an avocado is in my smoothie. I swap it out for a banana, which is actually super high in sugar, and it still gives it that really extra rich texture, creamy flavor. Yum. Next, we have got blueberries. These are like nutrient-dense candy from nature. Blueberries are low in calories, high in fiber, loaded with antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, which act as health-supporting antioxidants in your body. Those antioxidants are linked with better insulin sensitivity and a healthier metabolism, which are huge when you're trying to lose weight. Toss some blueberries on yogurt into your protein smoothies or on top of your dessert bowl at the end of your fasting window to get natural sweetness as well as satisfaction. Fruit number 3 is the fiber MVP of fruit, and that is raspberries. 1 cup of raspberries has a giant hit of fiber, which means you're going to feel full for longer, you're less likely to overeat, and blood sugar rises more slowly so you don't crash later. Raspberries are also loaded with antioxidants like, and honestly, I'm not sure how to say this, but quercetin, I don't know, and ellagic acid that support heart and metabolic health. They are perfect on top of Greek yogurt, in chia pudding, or just in a bowl with a little whipped cream or protein yogurt. Blackberries are another dark, juicy berry with some serious benefits. They are low in calories, high in fiber, very rich in vitamin C, and again, anthocyanins. There's that word again. You'll often see blackberries mentioned for helping with reducing inflammation and supporting a healthy metabolism. They also have a lower impact on blood sugar compared to many sugary snacks. Here's a fun idea. Make a protein smoothie with blackberries, your favorite vanilla or salted caramel protein powder, and a little unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk. It feels like dessert, but it's actually helping you reach your health and weight loss goals. I have a really awesome belly blasting blackberry smoothie recipe on my website. I'll leave it for you in the show notes. Up next, we have strawberries, which are one of the most diet-friendly, even though we're not on a diet when we do intermittent fasting, but the most diet-friendly fruits out there. They're low in calories, high in water, a nice source of fiber and vitamin C, and because they're naturally sweet and juicy, they are a fantastic swap when you're craving candy or dessert. You can slice them over Greek yogurt, mix them into a high-protein parfait, or enjoy them with a little dark chocolate as a fun little close-your-window treat. Let's talk about a couple of easy berry-based dessert ideas that really work beautifully with intermittent fasting. First up, we have protein yogurt berry clusters. And these are so simple, but so delicious and healthy. You're just going to mix Greek yogurt with a scoop of protein powder, fold in some berries, drop spoonfuls onto a tray, and freeze. And you get these little bite-sized, high-protein, low-sugar treats that feel like ice cream bites, but support your weight loss goals. Next up, we have peanut butter cocoa chip protein yogurt. Yum, one of my favorites. I have been ending my eating window with this stuff for, oh my gosh, it's like 5 years now, I guess. So stir together Greek yogurt, a bit of peanut butter, or you can also use powdered peanut butter to save a little bit on calories, but also add in some chocolate chips or Lily's baking chips, top with some berries, maybe a sprinkle of low sugar granola or some seeds, some chia seeds. It's creamy, crunchy, chocolatey, and loaded with protein and fiber. Perfect for ending your eating window on a high note. And I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I always, when I have Greek yogurt, I always make sure to mix in protein powder with that Greek yogurt. I love Quest protein powder because you can bake with it. It doesn't have that disgusting aftertaste that a lot of protein powders do. So I use the Quest salted caramel a lot in many different recipes, but it is just so satisfying and delicious. These kinds of desserts are really the ones that helped me lose weight while still feeling like I wasn't missing out. All right, let's move on to pears. So people forget about pears, but pears are very high in water and, of course, fiber. They're naturally sweet, but relatively gentle on blood sugar. A great source of vitamin C, vitamin K, and antioxidants. The fiber in pears helps you to feel full and keep digestion moving. They're fantastic sliced over cottage cheese or some yogurt, diced into salads. I love doing that. So good. Or just eaten on their own as a simple fruit serving in your eating window. Next up, we have grapefruit, the old school weight loss fruit that actually has some pretty interesting benefits. Grapefruit is low in calories, high in water, linked in some research to better insulin sensitivity and reduce calorie intake. Because of its tangy flavor, it really is a great option when you want something bright and refreshing that doesn't taste overly sweet. You can enjoy half a grapefruit with your protein-rich meal, toss like little bits of it into a salad, or just use the juice as part of a light dressing. Here's a quick note though. If you take medications, be sure to talk to your healthcare provider first, because grapefruit does have a tendency to sometimes interact with some medications. Now, full truth. I do not have any specific grapefruit recipes on my website. Why? Well, because I literally hate grapefruit, and I always have. I really do eat just about everything. I bet there's like less than 10 foods in the world that I don't like. But for some reason, grapefruit is one of those foods. My husband likes it a lot, and grapefruit is really good for you. So if you love it, go for it. Watermelon is next up, and watermelon is the ultimate hot weather weight loss fruit. It's very high in water content, low in calories, naturally sweet, and refreshing. Because it's so hydrating and light, it's perfect when you want volume without a ton of calories. You can cube it and put it into a bowl, mix it with other melon, or pair it with a little feta cheese and some mint for a fun, sweet, salty combo. It's great for satisfying a sweet tooth after dinner instead of diving into ice cream. And I have the best watermelon feta salad recipe in my IF recipe library. You'll want to go check that out. And finally, last but definitely not least, we've got sweet cantaloupe. Cantaloupe is high in water, low in calories, a great source of vitamins A and C, and it's another fruit that gives you a lot of volume and sweetness without a big calorie hit. So you can add it to melon water. I love doing this just by combining cantaloupe cubes, some watermelon cubes, sparkling water in a jar, and then just letting it infuse in the fridge, or you can enjoy it plain as a light dessert. So there you have it. 9 of the best weight loss fruits that you really can focus on when you're trying to lose weight. So let's talk about how these fruits fit into an intermittent fasting lifestyle. Here are some simple guidelines for you. Number 1, pair fruit with protein and or healthy fats. So instead of eating fruit alone, combine it with Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, some eggs, nut butter, or cheese. And this really will help to keep you full for longer and keep your blood sugar steady. Number 2, use fruit as a strategic sweet. Think of fruit as your built-in dessert. berries on yogurt, melon after dinner, or avocado-based desserts can replace processed sweets and really help you stay on track. Number 3, watch your portion sizes, but don't fear fruit. You don't need to be scared of fruit. Just don't eat giant bowls of it on top of already heavy meals. Use it intentionally, not mindlessly. And number 4, focus on whole fruit, not juice, because juice strips out the fiber and it leaves you mostly with sugar. Whole fruit gives you the full package of fiber and water and those really awesome nutrients. All right, to wrap up, here are the 9 fruits we talked about, the best ones to focus on along your weight loss journey. Avocado, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, pears, grapefruit, watermelon, and cantaloupe. Each one brings its own little superpower to your weight loss journey, whether that's fiber, healthy fats, hydration, or antioxidant support. You do not need to eat all 9 at once. You can start by picking 2 to 3 that you love and build them into your eating window in a deliberate way. Paired with protein, wrapped into dessert-style recipes, or served as your sweet finish to your intermittent fasting eating window. Intermittent fasting gives you the structure, and these fruits will help make that structure fun, satisfying, and sustainable. Hey, if this episode helped you feel less scared of fruit and more excited about using it as a tool, please screenshot it, please share it with a friend, or send it to someone who thinks they have to give up everything they love to lose weight. Keep fasting clean, eating with intention, and giving yourself credit for every small, healthy choice. Thank you so much for listening. I love you all, my fabulous fasting friends. And until next time, take care and have yourself the absolute best day ever. Hey, thank you so much for choosing to spend part of your day listening to this episode of the Intermittent Fasting Gems with Jen podcast. If you think these tips could help a friend or a family member, please consider sharing this episode with them. And if you really enjoyed the show, taking a minute or 2 to leave a positive review would be so appreciated. Tune in for new 15 to 25-minute episodes released on the 10th, 20th, and 30th of each month. Episodes will feature solo shows filled with IF hacks that have worked for me, as well as episodes where I get to chat with fun folks of all ages who've experienced incredible success with intermittent fasting. If you have questions or want more unique intermittent fasting health and weight loss tips, tricks, and recipes, please visit my website and blog at sowhatifwithjen.com. Finally, we'd love to welcome you into our free intermittent fasting Facebook support group, So What If with Jen. Find all of these links in the show notes below. And as always, I hope you spend your day loving without fear and laughing until your cheeks hurt.